Good afternoon. Jamie Breen here. It is Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. I'm recording this on Tuesday as I've returned from a long weekend, which I'll get into in just a little while, the good, the bad, the ugly, etc., etc. But pleased to be here back in Atlanta and back in my seat doing a little bit of work, and thought I'd do a little recording this afternoon and update you on things good and not so good. Been an interesting week of training. I guess last week I was pretty excited. Had really felt good about the swimming. 4 or 5 workouts, whatever it was, 20,000 yards, and really kind of getting into it. The Body 20, the strength training, looked kind of my in-body machine. Could really see, tangible results, dropping my body fat percentage and having my muscle building going up and all these good things. And but life is not a straight line, and progress is not a straight line. And this week's been a little more, or this past week was a little more challenging. Started the week well enough. Again, good workout on Monday with Leanne, our coach, back at Ansley. Body 20 on Tuesday. Wednesday, a good workout. I can't remember exactly what we did, but it was good. A lot of distance stuff. Thursday got in. I did a fantastic IM workout. I've sort of gotten into this. Where the main set is 250s of each stroke, so 250s butterfly, followed by a 200 IM, followed by 100 easy, and then 250s backstroke, etc., etc. So 4 200 IMs with 50s of each stroke, where you're really focusing on the quality of the stroke. As I said last week, I found a butterfly drill which has really helped my butterfly, I think, to be flatter. And get a little bit more out of it, a little bit easier, and so not as up and down. Keeping my hips up. The last thing you want when you're swimming butterfly is your hips to sink, and so because you get up and down, and that becomes very difficult to swim butterfly that way. So anyway, things were going really well up until Thursday, and we left town. Thursday, shortly after the workout, actually, drove to North Carolina, New Bern, North Carolina, on the Trent and Neuse rivers, where they come together. This is where my wife is from originally, and my brother-in-law lives there, and we've actually purchased some property there, and we're at the very, very beginning stages of building a house there. I think eventually we may wind up retiring to New Bern, North Carolina, which is just a lovely place. Got a house in Atlanta if you're interested in buying it. It's just slightly used. We're the third owner. House was built in 1927. Have a nice outbuilding where I make videos, so you got that going for you, which would of course be nice. But it's years off, I think. But in any case, we're in New Bern, and we're walking our property, talking a little with the builder, getting some. We've got a utility variance that we need to get settled. So just doing the sorts of things that you do. And I had not mentioned to my brother-in-law that I'm on the wagon during this period of training. And he opened a bottle of Camus, which is very, very, very nice red wine. And being not one to look down my nose at that sort of hospitality, I had to have a couple glasses of wine, which was just fantastic. At a couple $100 a bottle, at least you're not going to drink a whole lot of it, right? But in any case, had a couple glasses of wine. And I was a little surprised on Friday morning. Even with just a couple glasses of wine, didn't really feel all that well. Was planning to swim Friday morning there in New Bern, and decided not to. And we drove up then from New Bern to Elizabeth City, North Carolina, which is where my stepdaughter and her husband live with their two young girls, 6 and almost 4. And so spent the weekend there in a new home, new to them, and so we're sort of helping them to get settled and playing with the grandchildren, and it was a fantastic time. My stepdaughter actually works part-time at a YMCA, and normally on a Saturday would have been going into work, and I would have gone with her and caught a workout. But it being spring break, she was not scheduled to work, and couldn't get me in there unless she was there. I'm not quite sure of the guest rules in this why. I didn't really want to press it. Plus there was stuff to be done. So really spent the weekend driving, doing household work, eating crappy food, and so what started out as a very good week of training wound up a couple glasses of wine, wound up not being such a good week. But as I say, it's the path of progress is one that sometimes has zigzags. Drove home last night, or really all day. It's about a 9-hour drive home from Elizabeth City. So got home last night around 9 o'clock or so, and got up this morning and went to the pool. It was pouring rain, but no lightning, thank goodness. So, and some people don't like to swim when it's raining, which I've never understood. I mean, you're going to get wet, right? So why not? So anyway, got in and got a pretty good workout this morning. It was funny diving in the pool. Normally, I dive in when I first start, and I go, slow warm up. When you're at my age, a slow warm up is key to the whole thing. And so, sort of 5-6 dolphin kicks underwater, and then the first length is 4.5 strokes, not 4, 1, 2, 3, but 4 full strokes, and then a half breathing into the turn. This is in a 25-yard pool, and then 5.5 strokes, 6 strokes, sometimes 6 strokes on the fourth length, and then the rest of the 400, which I start with, is 6.5 strokes. So I was 4.5 strokes down, 4.5 strokes back, which I never am. And oh God, I'm tapered, which I really didn't want to be. But I did a pretty challenging workout today. 4,500 yards, a couple of pretty hard things, got my pulse up pretty good, and whatever thought of taper my body may have had after my weekend of debauchery, I think I've pretty well set it to back to right. So that was good. Then went a little bit later in the morning and did my Body 20 workout. Again, just 1 week or even 3-4 days off the straight and narrow, and on the in-body machine, my body fat was up a little bit again. Not near to where it had been, and I still am I think making progress, but progress was a little bit arrested, I think, last week. But really pushed it hard, Body 20 today. I suspect I'm going to be pretty sore come tomorrow and especially Thursday. It seems to be 2 days on that the Body 20 really makes you sore. So it was interesting. It was also interesting that I was doing the Body 20 at that time of day, at 11 o'clock in the morning, rather than at 7 in the morning as I'd been doing. And maybe it's because I did have a swim and I was probably a little bit looser than I sometimes am when I go there. But it was easier for me to be a little more intense in my weight workout today. So hopefully that'll be helpful. So they can't all be world championship weeks, but it was good. So we're starting Masters Week here in Atlanta, and Masters Week is one of my absolute favorite times of year. I get all emotional about the Masters. Have had the opportunity to go a couple times to Augusta to the tournament, and it's just so special to me. I saw Tiger win in 2005. Saw Phil Mickelson win in 2004. The day that Tiger won, actually, that was the famous shot, the chip shot on 16, where he's up on the top of the hill and he chipped down the hill, and the ball made that huge big curve and then stopped just short of the hole to show the Nike logo before falling in, and that really was the shot that cinched the tournament for him. Of course, I was standing right around the 18th green, so I didn't see it, but I feel like I saw it. I certainly heard the roar, and that's one of the more exciting things when you're out there at Augusta, is you hear the roar from across the course, and you sort of wonder what happened until they posted on the big scoreboard. And the pimento cheese and the sort of the whole environment just gives me chills every year. And that Jim Nantz voice, oh my gosh! I guess this is Vern Lundquist's last year calling the tournament. I imagine it'll be pretty emotional. But I am a lover of the Masters. Something else this week that something new and different. I'm not going to get my guitar out. I may never get my guitar out again after watching. I've discovered, probably one of the last people to discover, but I've discovered this whole world of there's a guy named Josh Turner that's been making YouTube videos of his music for years, and beginning to build a little bit of a following. He seems to live in Brooklyn, which is where my daughter lives. And there's sort of Josh, and then he has a number of friends, Carson McKee, Allison Miller, Reina Del Cid, a whole bunch of these just unbelievably talented young musicians that are making these YouTube videos, and the production, simple. I mean, it's all these are all pretty simple, but the home recording is just astounding. Just the level of musicianship, and they're just fun, and these kids look like they're just having the time of their lives making these videos. There's covers, and then they do originals and different permutations. Currently, Josh is out with Allison. Josh is out there calling themselves the Bygones, and they're out with a new album this week. And oh my God, it's astounding. It's the best new music that I've heard in probably since I was in college, and it reminds me. And it isn't just that they're playing the kind of music I listened to when I was in college, because I listened to all sorts of music. It's the whole vibe, and the musicianship is something just incredible. So if you have the opportunity, please look into that, because it's just fantastic stuff, and perfect music for when you're trying to get back on the straight and narrow of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. I will play the guitar again. As a matter of fact, this might inspire me to try to practice more and get even better, to get better. But anyway, that's my story for the week. Again, we fall and we get up, so let's just we'll keep going. And please, if you like this content, subscribe, tell your friends. We've got I think the old fart patrol out here on YouTube. So be good and have a great week. Thank you.